Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Shelter War. As you can see, we are back into the game. We got a massive enemy invasion detected here. I did go ahead and level up all of my areas and groups and rooms in the shelter here, and trying to collect enough food to go ahead and upgrade my control center, and I have not done that yet. I did do one task that turned on sounds here, and I wanted to see how loud the sounds were, and that ended up triggering this screen here where we got some invasions coming in to attack us. So I wanted to make sure nothing was missed, so I went ahead and stopped. And I do apologize for all the flashing going around here. I'm trying to work on my setup and I wasn't getting it working, so I do apologize. This one's going to be a little bit off today. Obviously I moved it to a different side of the screen. Not sure what I have going on wrong here, but I do apologize for that. Hopefully I have that fixed next time. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what is going on in the game. So as you can see, we have a massive invasion detected. Let's go see what it is. So outside of our shelter, we have something coming in. This is something that we do not have in Hustle Castle, but this is something that was fairly common in, I'm drawing a blank. The whole basis of what this game, Fallout Shelter. There's a game here where the invasions coming in, you had to go and fight them when they come in and start fighting everybody in your shelter. So let's see if this is something like that. Okay, note, neighbors have noticed our shelter fast development. There's a high risk that we shall have fight off invaders on a regular basis. All right, so how's that going to work? Too bad for them. Chosen one, hurry and send fighters to deal with the invaders. Defeat all enemy troops and receive a handsome reward. That sounds good. Note, they're unopened crates. Yeah, and that just came from that fight that I did right before I did this video. So, all right, so they're sitting out front. It looks like I have to click on this. We're going to get a little tiny bit of water, which is not needed at the moment. The food, we need that because I'm still trying to get up to 40,000 food so we can go ahead and upgrade our control center. So let's go ahead and do this battle. How do we do it? Hit battle, okay. This is still going to be more of the tutorial mode here where they're going to make this fairly easy, I suspect, at this level. So I do have sounds on. This should be fairly quiet, not too intimidating. As you can see, we got 3 fighters. We got our, what was it in the middle, engineers doing engineering, oh yeah, look at that, that was nice and easy. Got a big chest. So yeah, those sounds are blasting in my ear, so hopefully they're not too loud on the recording. I think they're going to be okay though. So that was nice, that was pretty easy. So I guess that's going to happen fairly often, and they don't jump in and, you know, hit us when we're not ready, so we can go attack them when we're ready. So yeah, I'm trying to get this guy up to 40,000 so we can go ahead and upgrade our control center here. So off camera, I did go in and level up and collected food every 9 hours at first, and now every like 5 hours, and was able to upgrade everything, and now on my way to upgrading here. So the goal of this video is going to be to start this control center upgrade. 45 minutes, yeah, we won't finish it. So the goal will be to kick that off before we end this video. We'll go out and do a bunch of fighting and earn some food, and then, oh, they're still out here, we gotta fight them again? That's interesting. I guess whenever we want to, maybe. That will be interesting. And what else happened off camera? I went ahead and did the bioprinter, and I created a new person. It was a 4-star, so I have my first 4-star, and I went ahead and put her up here. She's not very strong at anything at the moment, but she is 4-star, so that is good. She doesn't have a gear on. I put her here because food is the most important thing that I'm looking for at the moment. And then I went ahead and put her back in, and her and somebody else are the one who created this printing and process. So this is much slower than what I thought it was in the last video. It takes, you know, they're in there for 2 hours, and then it takes 9 hours to do the printing. And it looks like the same people can go ahead and, you know, do that process again, but you have to get in there and actually click on it. So it's not like it's going to be constantly running behind the scenes. Maybe if you have the auto collector running, it will. But you can't make people that often the way it looks. And the other thing I did off camera was we took Scott, our engineer, and leveled him up to 15. So everybody right now is 15 and 15. I guess everybody is. And before that, they weren't. And let's go ahead and see what this is. Is this the same fight? Looks like the same fight. I guess maybe you can just do it as often as you want. So this would be a good way to... I guess the one thing they do have in Hustle Castle, they have invasions coming on your map, and you do 10 of those every day. And once you complete all 10 of them, you get a special reward. So I guess this is what this is supposed to be. And instead of being on your map, it shows up at your castle door. And those invasions are fairly simple too. So this seems to be what this really is. And nowhere in here is it saying, and you have 10 of those every day, and nowhere in here do I see it saying that I have 10 different fights to do. So I'm not sure if that's part of it or not. Let me know down in the comments if you guys know if that's how that works or not. At some point there's daily quests. Oh, we do have daily quests now. Okay. And that's where yeah, there we go, right here. This is it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. So we have 2 of 10, so we got to collect 8 more of those, and then we end up getting this reward right here, which would be a chest. You know, I have a chance for a rare item. That's good. We watch commercials, complete all of these items, watch the ads, which is just commercials and defenders right now because we're on lower level, and then that will allow us to eventually get this chest here. Once we get 300 tags, then we will have a chance to get, you know, some good stuff. So completing the dailies is our sunshine items, whatever. Doing the dailies highly important. So I'll go ahead and do these off camera. I can watch the videos here. But like I said, the goal here is going to be to get up to 40,000 in food and be able to do the next. Be pretty quick if we're getting chests of this size. That'll be nice. So we can do our next control center upgrade. Oh, it's going to be a lot quicker that way. That was a nice 5,000 increase in food right there. Well on our way. So let's go ahead and see what this is here. So we upgraded our fridge. We got 400 food for that. Upgraded our water tank, another 300. Man, look at that. We're just cleaning house here. There's another 500. Another 1,000. And I'm getting gear here too, so we can go ahead and upgrade that. So upgrade the control center. Yep, I know. Working on it. We need some more here. So we got another 1,000. You're almost nothing cannon fodder anymore. Almost, yes, we're still cannon fodder. But we're still winning every fight, so you know there's that. Ooh, look at this. We got energy. We don't have an energy yet, so that'll come, I guess, once we get to that next level. That'll be the new item that we'll be farming. Okay, so we need 2,000 more food. So let's go ahead and go to the map, do another battle or two. Ooh, I forgot to mention, Curiosa, you'd better leave this place as soon as you can. The mutants hate people's guts. They won't be able to... Whoops, click down on that too soon. That don't seem to scare you off. I'm here for something special. How many times do I have to tell you? Stop revealing our plans to the enemy. Hang up now. Alright, well, that's a little bit of extra information I guess we weren't supposed to find out. Okay, let's do a couple fights here. So I am definitely enjoying this game. I'm ready for this to come to iOS. There was some concerns in the past. It sounds like, I think I mentioned this earlier, but when the alpha version of the game was out, they were resetting the game repeatedly, so people were a little bit leery about jumping in and restarting it because they're afraid it was going to happen again. So I think a lot of people are waiting for the final version. Look at that gun in the back. Wow. Nice. Too bad he's missing all the time. So it looks like the Android version is now stable and in full version, and they're waiting for the iOS version to come out. And from what I've seen on Facebook page, it sounds like that's going to be coming soon. It sounds like it is getting close to being ready. I believe there have been delays, or there's a lot of people a little bit concerned about how long it's going to take, but it does seem like they are moving forward. So even if it's slow, at least it's working though. So come in. To anyone who can hear me, help. I'm Sarah. I'm being held prisoner by mutants. Please rescue me. Does anybody hear me? Curiosa here. How did you get in there, Sarah? Can you describe where you are? I'm in a broken down hardware store the mutants are using as a prison. I assembled a radio set secretly. I've been sending distress signals for 2 days. Roger that. Take courage, Sarah. We'll find you soon. Alright, look at that. We got a mission. Maybe not quite as corny as the other one. We will see. Let's go ahead and do... Nah, let's not. Let's go here to the map. Do another fight. Get through this one with all of our gear. This will be another easy one. There we go. We got our mutants up there. We got some pretty sweet weapons. I wonder if we're going to get these weapons at some point. He's blasting like crazy, just not hitting us very often. So he's not very accurate, but he is doing some pretty big damage. Or has the capability of doing some pretty big damage anyway. So if we could get some weapons like that, we could really start hurting people. There we go. That should give us enough food to start the control center upgrade which will be done and ready to go by the next time we do a video. They worship power, hate people, and pray to the Great Bombshell. What bombshell? The Hyper Mutants have the temple of the Great Bombshell. According to the prophecy, one day the cursed Messiah will come and explode it. Then all the people on Earth will die and the Hyper Mutants will survive. Isn't that insane? What kind of name is Cursed Messiah anyway? What about that bombshell? Is there a change? Yes, there is, but the former acolyte told me it needs a fuse. Alright, so we got 40,000. So let's go ahead and kick off the Control Center upgrade. This is putting us up to what? We are currently 3, so this will be number 4. Let's do it. Upgrade 40,000. Very nice. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while, and I'm not going to spend the Bitcoins to do that. Let's see, let's open these chests. Why not? Now's the time to do it. In the past, I've held on to these in the other games. Resources don't fit, I guess because it's water. Whatever, that's fine. I've held on to them, but they stay at this lower level, so once you get stronger, these teeny tiny old chests are worthless, so definitely recommend opening them up as you go, because you can obviously level your fighters up. So nothing for him. Our tank can get some better armor. Very nice. Let's go ahead and do that. Not going to pay up too much attention. Like I said, this is pretty much all just simply putting on the stuff they're giving us. Not much strategy at this point. There will get to be that point where we'll need to, but these earlier tutorial modes are all about just following the process here. Alright, 3 people all got the best gear on. Let's go look at our food. Here we go, we can upgrade her. She's making 634. Now 719, very nice. You're not doing it. Oh, we can put that on you. No, we cannot. She's not any good. We gotta train her. So the next level we should be able to start training people, so that'll be good. So we can equip that one. So at least she can use it. And nothing for you. So our food production is currently up to 2,245 per hour. Not bad. And then the max this room can hold is 9,000. So that means every 4 hours this room is going to be full. So I'm not going to be able to keep up with that, especially since I don't have this on my phone. But it is good. We can get 9,000 food every 4 hours if we need it. All right, let's go do a couple more battles, and then we'll call it quits and have this one be a little bit shorter episode today. Let's go. Do we have like a big boss battle? I guess that's coming up next. Let's see what this battle is. It is a boss battle for 6,000 power. Then we got a blue chest coming. Sounds good. It's going to cost us 750 water. Not too concerned about that, considering we are overflowing with water at the moment. Ooh, Fang. Aye, fresh meat. Let's see this battle. He's dodging us right away. Okay, that's a little scary. Doing some big damage. We got some healing going on. That's helpful. Oh yeah, we are fine. Ooh, she's got something going on here. I wonder what that is. Making her go slower maybe, or making her miss more often. So something, and he's got it now too, and he's got it too, so I wonder what that is. We'll learn what that is over time. So pretty easy fight. We did have some stuff happening to us. We don't know what it was, but still a fairly easy fight. These loading screens are still a bit on the slow side. Alright, the hyper mutants look almost the same as us, but they are totally alien to us at the core. The mutants share at least one trait with you, Curiosa. What is it, Tin Can? They also hate people's guts. Funny. Back to the corny stories. Alright, let's do one more. Sure, why not? The next boss battle will be this guy here, maybe. So these beginning levels, there's not as much to do in the game, and this is consistent as well in the other games that I played. The one difference is you do start having other other shelters or other players in the game show up, so you can start attacking them and getting items from there, and then you start leveling up. And it does look like there's an update coming in the game where I don't know what it is. It's going to be like Clan Wars or something where they showed a picture of just a bunch of people standing together. So it could be Clan Wars coming, or Clan Ability, or something where there's other players in the game. So maybe that's the point where we can start fighting other enemies on the maps, or other players on the maps, that is. But until that happens, right now the major functionality in the game is a bit limited. You can't do quite as much, so that's certainly a downside. But they make it interesting, with upgraded graphics and the corny story and everything. So looking forward to the update to see what they're going to be adding, to see how many new things are coming. Hey Sarah, the hyper mutants have swallowed you whole yet? Not yet. Hush. I think they're hierarch is approaching. Excuse me. My human dehuminator isn't ready yet, Sarah. How much longer? You're dumb and lazy as all other humans. Are you serious, God? Till I came along, you hadn't had a single working machine prototype. This argument is getting us nowhere. Get back to work now. Hurry, a squad of humans has invaded our lands. I want to test my new device on them. Uh-oh. I have a feeling we're going to be able to handle it. Let's go ahead. We'll just go open these chests up just like before. Here's our blue one. See what we're going to get. We're going to be wasting water again, but that's okay. Ooh, blue daggers. Very fast. The one thing about this, assuming that the stats and everything are the same as in all the other games, this is very fast. And I believe this is one of our first ones. We might have had some earlier, but the damage is a little bit lower. So physical damage is a little bit lower, but they're firing way more often. So in the other games, it fires 2 times every second instead of, once a second or once every 2 seconds. So this is happening more often. But what this also means, since it's happening 2 times every second, this item down here happens more often. So there's a 7% chance to do something. So that 7% chance happens every time the attack happens. So you got a 7% chance every half a second, essentially. So the higher this number is when you have very fast weapons, the higher chance, or the more often these things are going to happen. So 7% slower, but, when you have that going, it's a little bit better. That's a weapon I don't personally usually like to have on my tank up front. I like to put it on something else, but in this game, at this mode, when we're just trying to get stronger and move on and fight people, we will just take whatever they're giving us. So not too concerned about people not being fully optimized. So his overall power with these knives are up, what is that, about 50, 32, 58. His damage, look at that, is 121 to 67. And let's see if they don't have the DPS anywhere on here. I don't see DPS anywhere, so this one has it right here, I guess. Physical damage per second. So let's go ahead and look. So if we look here, physical damage for this axe is 121. And for the knives, it's 67 on the low end, of course. So that's 67 every second. So that would be our half a second. So once per second would be 134. 21, 34, yeah. And this moderate is once a second. So that's 121. So we should go up, around 13 to a bigger number. So this will probably go up a little bit more than 13. So if we equip this, we'll probably go up to, 17. If I did the calculation, figured out maybe like 185 or ish, 183 or something. And I was wrong, it went down. Okay, that is interesting. So maybe the very fast isn't quite as often in this game. That's okay. We'll investigate that over time, and I'll report back more as soon as I learn more on that one. All right, continuing to power up here, getting stronger. We got to be able to do this to fight the stronger people on the maps. And there's not really at the moment any better ways to get other better stuff. Energy damage. I don't usually like to have energy damage on these type of people, but again, at this level, at this part of the game where there's not crazy functionality and crazy things going on, and just take whatever you get at this point. There will be decisions made in the future where I will not make those decisions and do that kind of stuff. All right, let's go ahead and fight a couple more of these people out front here. So it looks like this is going to be giving me a chest with a bunch of food in it that I can just store and use when I need to. Like I said, at later points in the other games, and it'll probably come here, you can attack your enemies and start stealing not your enemies, your other players in the game, and start stealing their stuff. So if I have, 40,000 food out there, you can come on my map, or if I show up in your map, you can attack me, and you'll end up stealing it's like 10 or 15%, so you could get 4,000 or 5,000 of my food. If I get a bunch of people doing that, all of a sudden my 40,000 food is down to 20,000. So one way of saving that is you get all these items in your chest, you just leave them in your chest until you need them. And at this point I will probably start doing that, because I can't do any more upgrades at this point until, just keep going here, I can't do any more upgrades until I upgrade my control center. So then I'll make sure once I get enough food and I get upgrades going, and if I'm a little bit short on food, then I can start opening those chests and getting that food, and then doing more upgrades. So that will be the approach I'm going to start taking with these chests anyway, because it looks like there's not a whole lot more here other than food and then a chance for another item. Oh, clicking on it's not telling me anything. I guess it told me before we did the fight there. Maybe we'll go ahead and finish all these invasions and then we'll wrap it up. Unfortunately, that means more slower load screens here. Let's just do one more. So what does it tell us we're getting here? This is what it tells me, right? Yeah, so on average 2,000 food every one of these battles. So you do those, you do 10 of those a day, that's 20,000 food you just get just by sitting in those chests, and you can hold those in your inventory until you don't need them anymore. Or until you need to use them, whatever. So we got our guy up front dealing more damage, a little bit quicker. These guys are not overly tough, obviously. We're knocking them out pretty quickly. Not bad. All right, to the shelter. So we will stop the fighting there. We will come back next time with our control center upgraded to level 4. And I think in the other games, I don't think there's events here yet in Shelter War, but when there are events, the events start at level 5, so we want to get there as soon as possible. So if there's an event coming this game, we'll be ready to go. And in the meantime, I'm going to upgrade this control center. I will continue to pop in and collect all my food, and I might start leveling some of these guys here in the background and, level up this to get my fighters up and those kinds of things. Then I'll do an update when we come back to say, what got done. But just do some of those background stuff to get upgrades going, since it's going to take a really, really long time if I want to do those on video. So I will wrap it here, and we are obviously making some progress. We are getting stronger. We got a little bit of a update here, finding we got invasions coming in the front. We are upgraded our control center. We got more people coming in. We're crafting more people, so we're slowly getting stronger. Not bad. Overall, I'm still liking this game. It's the same concept for the game that I've been playing in all my other games, but it's different enough that it makes it interesting, which is really cool, and the graphics are pretty sweet too. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it and playing it. Leave me a note in the comments and let me know what you think about it. Are you guys playing it? Are you looking forward to playing it? Are you waiting until the iOS version comes out, waiting for it's more stable, whatever. Just let's get some talk going on. And I don't have a Shelter War chat location in my QC Runner Discord server, which is linked down below in the description of the video, but I will get one of those going. So if you are looking for a place to chat, and also it's a place where I have my Hustle Castle, Zero City, and American Dad games there as well. So there's chats going on all of those. So if you play all the games, it's a place to have a centralized place where you can have discussions about everything. So check that out down below. And until the next time, I will be catching up with you then. So this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.